World War II placed Bulgaria in a precarious and complex position. Driven by territorial ambitions and surrounded by rising totalitarian powers, Bulgaria allied with Nazi Germany but carefully avoided direct military engagement against the Soviet Union. The nation's wartime journey was marked by political calculation, occupation of neighboring lands, resistance to Nazi deportation demands, and ultimately, a dramatic post-war transformation into a communist state under Soviet control. Pre-war context: nationalism and territorial losses. After its defeat in World War I, Bulgaria suffered major territorial losses under the Treaty of Neuilly, 1919. Lands were ceded to Yugoslavia, Greece and Romania, causing national resentment and a strong desire for territorial revision. The 1930s brought political instability and rising authoritarianism. In 1935, Tsar Boris III consolidated royal authority and established a royal dictatorship, though Bulgaria remained officially neutral as Europe drifted toward war. Joining the Axis powers. In March 1941, Bulgaria formally joined the Tripartite Pact, aligning itself with Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy. In return, it regained control over long-coveted territories: southern Dobruja from Romania, Vardar Macedonia from Yugoslavia, western Thrace and parts of northern Greece. German troops used Bulgarian territory to launch invasions into Yugoslavia and Greece. Despite this alliance, Bulgaria's approach was cautious. Tsar Boris III refused to send Bulgarian troops to fight the Soviet Union, unlike other Axis allies such as Hungary and Romania. This stance helped maintain some internal stability and preserve diplomatic ties with the USSR until late in the war. Occupation and resistance. Bulgaria's army was primarily involved in occupation duties in the Balkans, where it faced strong resistance from Greek partisans, Yugoslav partisans and Macedonian guerrillas. These occupations, while less brutal than German ones, included repressive policies, forced assimilation and military crackdowns, contributing to rising tensions in the region. The Jewish population, deportation and salvation. In 1941, Bulgaria enacted anti-Semitic laws modeled on Nazi Germany's Nuremberg laws, and over 11,000 Jews from occupied territories, Thrace and Macedonia, were deported to Nazi death camps where they perished. However, the regime did not deport Jews from within Bulgaria's pre-war borders. In 1943, widespread opposition erupted when Nazi officials pushed for deportation. Parliamentarians, Orthodox Church leaders and ordinary citizens protested, forcing the government to back down. Tsar Boris III used stalling tactics, and as a result, over 48,000 Bulgarian Jews were saved, one of the few successful cases of Holocaust resistance within an Axis nation. Turning point: 1944 Soviet invasion and regime change. As Nazi Germany began to collapse in 1944, Bulgaria declared neutrality in an effort to avoid Soviet retaliation. However, this failed to prevent the Soviet Union from declaring war on Bulgaria on September 5, 1944. Within days, Soviet troops entered the country and on September 9, the Fatherland Front, led by the Bulgarian Communist Party, staged a coup d'état. The new government quickly switched sides, declaring war on Germany and sending Bulgarian troops to fight the Nazis in Yugoslavia and Hungary during the final stages of the war. Aftermath: from monarchy to communist state. In 1946, following a Soviet-backed referendum, the Bulgarian monarchy was abolished, and Tsar Simeon II, then a child, was exiled. Bulgaria became the People's Republic of Bulgaria, ruled by the Communist Party. Political purges, show trials, and the nationalization of the economy followed. Bulgaria would remain a loyal Soviet satellite for the next 4 decades. Conclusion: Bulgaria's complicated wartime legacy. Bulgaria's role in World War II is a story of national ambitions, moral contradictions and political transformation. While the country allied with Nazi Germany and occupied neighboring lands, it also resisted pressure to send troops to the Eastern Front and succeeded in saving most of its Jewish population. Ultimately, Bulgaria's wartime choices could not shield it from post-war Soviet domination. Its transformation from Axis ally to communist state reflects the turbulent shifts that defined Eastern Europe in the 20th century, a region where alliances, ideologies and identities were often shaped more by survival than conviction.